Hello everyone, welcome to SW News. A few days ago, Adar Poonawalla, whose Serum Institute of India is manufacturing the Covishield vaccine in India, has got Y security. But after that, he has made a shocking statement. He has said that he is facing threats for the supply of Covishield vaccine. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about that. But before that, if you're watching this video on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, you like this video and you comment below it. And if you're watching this video on Facebook, then please do like our page and share this video to as many people as possible. Let's begin today's video. India's vaccination drive is facing many hurdles even before it could take off. So far, India has in total inoculated more than 15.71 lakh citizens. However, those who are fully vaccinated, which means those who have taken both the doses of vaccine, are only 2% of the entire Indian population. At a time when India is faced with an unprecedented rise in COVID numbers, India's slow pace of vaccination drive has invited a lot of criticism. We have spoken about it in an interview with global health expert Dr Anant Bhan. Please check out the interview to know more about that. Now, one of the issues Dr Bhan flagged was of supply of vaccines. Many states have already raised an alarm that the vaccines are falling short, which is resulting in them having to halt the drive for a few days. With India's vaccine drive in focus now, a name that has been known to almost every household in India is of Adar Poonawalla, who is the CEO of Serum Institute of India. Among the two vaccines that India has approved, Serum Institute is manufacturing the Oxford-Astrazeneca one, which is named as Covishield in India. Now, according to the data, Serum's monthly production capacity is up to 60 to 70 million doses of Covishield, and that accounts for 90% of nearly all the doses that are being administered in India currently, which means 9 out of 10 persons who are getting vaccinated in India are being administered Covishield vaccine. Now, despite this, Serum's Adar Poonawalla has found himself in a very tricky situation. A few days ago, the government of India provided him by-category security in view of potential threats to the businessman. Meanwhile, reports emerged on Sunday that Adar Poonawalla has moved to London because of threatening phone calls from country's most powerful people for instant supplies of COVID-19 vaccine Covishield. Now, Poonawalla flew to London to be with his wife and children before the UK barred travellers from India on April 23rd. Although he said he will return to India soon in a tweet. Now, while in UK, he gave an interview to a British newspaper, The Times, and made some very concerning and shocking statements. Let's look at those statements and let us understand what he exactly told the newspaper. Now, Adar Poonawalla said that he had been getting phone calls from the most powerful in India, including chief ministers and business leaders for immediate supply of Covishield vaccine. He said, and I quote, "Threats is an understatement. The level of expectation and aggression is really unprecedented. It's overwhelming. Everyone feels that they should get the vaccine. They cannot understand why anyone else should get it before them." Now, this is what Poonawalla said, referring to the phone calls. Explaining the phone calls and the aggressive tone, he further said that they are saying, if you don't give us the vaccine, it is not going to be good. It is not foul language, but it is the tone. It's the implication of what they might do if I don't comply. It's coming over and basically surrounding the place and not letting us do anything unless we give in to their demands. He said he is staying an extended time in the UK because he does not want to go back to that situation. Further explaining, he said that everything falls on his shoulders, but he cannot do it all alone. He further said, and I quote, "I don't want to be in a situation where you're just trying to do your job, and just because you cannot supply the needs of X, Y or Z, you really don't want to guess what they are going to do." When asked about who is responsible for India's second wave of infections of COVID-19 that has gripped the entire country, Poonawalla said that, and I quote, "If I give you the right answer or any answer, my head would be chopped off. I cannot comment on the elections or Kumbh Mela. It is too sensitive. I don't think even God could have forecast it was going to get this bad." Now, the question also arose over pricing of Covishield in India, especially for the states and private hospitals, since it is priced at 300 rupees for Covishield, which is the highest anywhere in the world. But Poonawalla insists that it is still the most affordable vaccine anywhere in the world and said that he will wait for history to judge him. In another interview to the Financial Times, he said that India's vaccine crunch would continue through July. That means 3 more months India will be facing vaccine shortages. Now the question is, who exactly is threatening Mr. Poonawalla and how did the situation come to this situation? So let's understand this. For a matter of fact, in the month of January, when vaccination opened up for those above 60 years of age, 45 plus with comorbidities and healthcare workers, India was reporting low number of cases. There was a sense that India has defeated the virus and we are past the worst. But that wasn't the case actually. Poonawalla in his interview said that the authorities did not expect to confront a second wave back in the month of January. So, according to the report, the central government ordered 21 million vaccines from the Serum Institute by the end of February. An additional 110 million doses were ordered in the month of March only when the infection started to climb steeply. Now, in the meantime, Serum Institute had already made vaccine commitments to governments in other countries. But as the cases started to rise sharply, India stopped export of vaccines, which hit the Serum Institute of India. The company has been sued by overseas governments for failing to deliver on commercial contracts. Now, Poonawalla said the company had started refunding the governments that had placed advanced orders. But the situation is no different back home, where he says he has already faced threats. When he was asked about where the calls came from, Poonawalla mentioned that it comes from the chief ministers of Indian states, heads of business conglomerates and others, and they mostly demand the instant supplies of Covishield vaccine. Meanwhile, over the vaccine shortages statement, Poonawalla has issued a clarification. He said the company has received an advance of 1,732.5 crore rupees from the centre for next tranche of 11 crore doses. Poonawalla has clarified that despite the huge demand for vaccines in India, the company is working to get enough doses for mass inoculation. He said in the statement that India is a huge country and to produce enough doses for all adults is not an easy task. Even the most advanced countries and companies are struggling in relatively smaller populations. Now, this is what Poonawalla said in his statement. But recently, even during a hearing, the Supreme Court noted how India's vaccine policy has left the entire supply on the private players. Today, it also noted that the current vaccine policy is a detriment to right to health of Indians, which is an integral part of Article 21 of the Indian Constitution. Now, on the other hand, the revelations in his interview have now kicked up political storm in the country. NCP leader Jitendra Abhad said that it must be probed who are threatening Mr. Poonawalla. State Congress Chief Nana Patole said that no one will do any harm to him in this country. He further said that the Congress party will be with him, but it must come to light who are the big leaders who he says are threatening him. Well, now it remains to be seen whether Mr. Poonawalla will lodge a complaint against those threatening him or whether he will disclose their names at least. Do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.